What's happening, and welcome back to another episode of the Account for Life podcast. Jay Moore, the healthy accountant, helping you to account for your life. Today, we're just going to briefly discuss the day when you let it all go. Have you ever had a moment when you just you were fed up? Have you ever had a moment where you were just like, you know what, it ends today or it starts today? Have you ever said to yourself, I can't believe that I'm not further along in my life, my business, my relationships? Have you ever reached the point where you were just super disgusted with something that you have been battling or something you decided you had a desire to do? Have you gotten to that moment in your life? Has that happened to you? Some years ago, when I was really getting into Jim Rohn and all of his teachings. Guys, if you don't know who Jim Rohn is, make sure you look him up on YouTube. He's one of the founders of personal development, and he's taught the likes of Tony Robbins and a lot of these guys that are super successful when it comes to personal development. And so Jim Rohn, I remember coming into his teachings, and I remember I think I was at a network marketing conference, and I kept hearing this name, Jim Rohn. Now, I thought they were saying Jim Rohn. Jim Rohn, back when I used to watch a lot of basketball, there was a guy who had a show on ESPN. His name was Jim Rohn. And I'm like, what are they talking about, Jim Rohn? And so when I finally found out, Jim Rohn, Rohn, this guy he was this personal development guy. He taught people how to think different. He taught people really how to win. And I started listening to his stuff, and there was one that I had. I think I had an audio of it. And, he talks about the day of disgust, like the day where you just fed up with life, the day that you say to yourself, there's no more. And I was having one of these moments last night, and I was watching something. I paused it. I'm kind of hitting it. I'm kind of hitting the table. And so Jenny asked me, she says, did he say something? What's going on with that? And why are you doing that? I was like, because I didn't really want to talk about it. Wasn't anything that I needed to verbalize at the time. So we had a conversation, whatever. But I was thinking to myself, I said, life is not as challenging as we think it is. Things aren't as hard as they seem they are. Things can happen when what? When we get clear. See, I used to think it's just when you change, things can happen. Well, change occurs when you are clear. If I'm clear on the change that I'm looking to actually get, then it's going to be a lot simpler for me to get the change. If I'm not clear, if I'm not clear on the fact that I want to gain more muscle, if I'm not clear on the fact that I want to be the healthiest version of me, if I'm not clear on my business ideas and my business goals, then what's going to happen is I'm going to be confused. And literally, I can see how confusion happens in anyone's life, because personally, in my own life, I found some confusion. How did I find confusion? Here's how I found it. I find that, it's easily not to be focused. Come on now. It's easy to get unfocused. Have you ever picked your phone up and scrolled for a little bit? 10, 15, God forbid, an hour, 2 hours of scrolling. How do you feel after is the question. When you put your phone down, does it take you some time to kind of get centered? Does it feel like you kind of discombobulated? When I do it, what I find is I'm a little off. If I need to get focused, I don't feel so good. And it's interesting because when you have a habit, it's crazy because I think I must have loaned Jenny my Atomic Habits book. And so I went and bought it again because I couldn't find it. When we think about habits are like the thing that produces the results. So if you get to the point where you say to yourself, today is the day. Today is the day when I let it all go. Today is the day when the results that I desire, they have to happen. I was coming out of the gym and I was thinking forward in my life. I was just the results have to happen. Every result that you desire should happen because I got clear on what the result is. And you say, well, Jay, wait a second. Well, I've been clear on the fact that I would like to make more money. I've got clear the fact that I would like to lose the 20 pounds or 30 pounds. I've got clear, and I know that's what I would like to do. Oh, then okay, you're clear on it. But remember, I just mentioned habits. Habits is what produce the results. So then we go ask, well, what were the habits that actually produce the results? What results are you getting? And then what habits do I have? See, because the habits tell the story. So if I'm not tracking the fact that I may spend 20, 30 hour to 10 hours, I don't do that, on just mindlessly surfing or mindlessly doing things, even doing good things. Think about this. I would like the result of making more money, but yet I'm doing something else that's not going to produce any results. Has it happened to you? Like it's happened to me on many occasions. So guys, when I come on here and I'm talking about this, I'm talking about that, guys, this is my experience. I'm just living the Account for Life experience, and at the end of it, it's May 30th of 2024. We're going to end another month tomorrow. I'm adding up the 5 months. I'm like, oh, I could be further along. I'm down the road, but I'd like to be further. Have you ever made bold declarations? Have you ever done that before? Like, I'm going to lose 30 pounds in 30 days. Anybody ever tried that? I'm going to make X amount of dollars in 30 days. I'm going to do it. Has anybody ever tried that? I've done it. I've done it. And sometimes, I don't know. Have you ever done things that's easy for you, but maybe hard for others? Like there's things that I do that's probably easy for me. Like, I don't know. I could go to the gym every single day. I can do push-ups, 500 every single day. I could probably do 1,000 if I really wanted to, but I don't want to. But I can do 500 push-ups every single day. And I've been doing that for a whole 5 months. And I'm saying to myself, so if I said I was going to minimally make $100,000 every single month, that's a bad month. Now, the thing about a goal like that or a declaration like that is that we don't get to control. I can't control that. I can't control the money, but I can control the money. Did you catch it? I can't control the money, meaning I can't control the people who give me the money, but I can control the money. I'm going to say it one more time. I can't control the people that give the money, but I can control the money. See, I was listening to Bob Proctor this morning as I was leaving the gym. I wasn't even listening to him long, but I saw something that really intrigued me, and it was a money idea. So I said, let me listen to a few minutes of Bob before I start my day. And so I listened to the few minutes of Bob, and this is what not what I discovered, but this is what he reminded me of. When you are clear, when you have clarity of your intentions, you can have whatever it is you set out to have. You can't make everything happen, but you can make everything happen. Meaning, when we need other people, I can't make anybody do anything. I can just make them do it because I was already moved in the direction they wanted to go in. So money is the exact same thing. Money is like, I'm going in that direction already. So if you're coming, come on and go. You can go. It's just a lot of times we want to force it. We want to do things that's contrary to what money is a force, guys. Money is a force. Money is one of the greatest forces on this planet. Money is. More people spend more time on money than anything else. And one of the things that Bob reminded me of this morning, he says, most people, 95% of people spend their time trading it for money. Man. I had this book here. I didn't have to trade any time. The time that I put in it is not, I'm not trading time for money because this book can sell without me having to produce the book. So as I'm looking at the book, getting ready for the next book and the next book and the next book, and the next program and the next whatever. I'm looking at it saying to myself, all things are possible when you are clear, when you have total clarity on where it is that you're going. See, I've been conflicted. Can I share some conflicts with you? I've been conflicted. And here's the conflict that I have. And I'm going to talk about this. And I'm not, there's no shade. I'm not putting myself down in no regard. But here's my conflict. That, like, remember I said that most of us are trading time for money. When I got into the accounting business and the accounting field, it was for me to trade my time for money. And what happens is the more things are ingrained into your life, the longer you do them and the harder they are to let go of. And what I discovered is that, wow, because I know how to do it, that is my problem. Because I know how to do it. Guys, I couldn't publish a book, so somebody else had to do it. I technically can't even write a book, so somebody had to help me. And I couldn't design a book cover, so somebody had to design it. Like, think about that. I couldn't print a book because somebody else had to print it. So I'm sitting here like, oh. See, when you put yourself in a situation to only do what you can do and none of what you can't, winning becomes actually simpler. I'm not going to say easier, but simpler. So as I'm sitting here thinking about money, trading time for money, then there's other level where people multiply their money. Like, that's only a small percentage of people who multiply their money. And then the people who leverage time to multiply money. See, at the top, when you can leverage time to multiply money, money just becomes a byproduct. Money becomes something that flows to you, through you, around you, and it's everywhere. Because we are leveraging time, which at the end of it, time is the greatest asset for everyone on this planet. Time is. So when we can leverage our time, which was, man, that was an idea that I had January 2nd of 2012. I was literally talking out loud. Says, man, I need to be able to leverage time this year. I need to be able to leverage time to earn more. So at some point in our life, we get to the point of disgust, like Jim Rohn said. You get to the point of disgust, and you say to yourself, man, I'm disgusted with where I'm at. I'm disgusted with the person that I've become. I'm disgusted with the environment that I've allowed myself to cultivate. I'm disgusted with it. Maybe I'm disgusted with the way that I've been carrying my body. I'm disgusted with the fact that I'm disgusted with my bank account. I'm disgusted with the stuff, all this stuff that I'm just disgusted. And the buck stops with me. So at the end of the day, it's not going to be the government. Government can't help me. Here's what the government can do. The government can just make sure that the government runs. That's what the government can do for me. Just make sure the government runs. Make sure that you keep the people in the country safe. Make sure that you're doing your part. But do not, just get out of my way. Get out of my way. Why? Because, look, I just need to be able to do what I have to do. You just need to be able to do what you have to do. And we all have to get to the point in our life when we say, you know what? I'm going to let everything else go that's not serving the clarity, the direction of where it is that I have to go. See, in June, the whole month, we're going to focus on being certain. Now, here's the thing. There's no absolute certainty, but there is absolute certainty. There is no absolute certainty, but there is absolute certainty. So what I'm saying is that I don't know. I am not certain about when I'm going to die. I am not certain about a lot of things, but I am certain about what I can do on a daily basis. I am certain about how I can think on a daily basis. I am certain about what's possible for me. And you can be certain about all the stuff you decide to be certain about. Here's the thing. Can you control your results, Jay? Can you control your results, listener? You can control your results by your beliefs. You can control your results by your habits. You can control your results by how you think. You can control yourselves. You can control your results by your intentions. You can control yourself by your awareness. That's how you're going to be able to control your certainty, your results next month. See, because at the end of the day, you just get to a point in your life where you say, you know what? It's earlier this year, there was a statement that I made, the kingdom of us. The kingdom of us. Meaning, look, whatever I have to do to allow the kingdom to expand in my life, to expand in my home, to expand in my business, to expand through me, to expand all around me. Whatever I have to do that, that's what I'll be doing from this day forward. So tomorrow, May 31st, we're going to wrap up clarity. And so when we hit June 1st on Saturday, we're going to blow this out of the water. We're going to come into the realization of how living your life on the next level actually works. And it's going to work because we're going to be super clear and we're going to have super certainty around the things around the habits that we have, around the purpose of our life, around the intentions that we know that we have to produce. So look, don't miss June. Don't miss June. The Account for Life podcast is going to, it's an anointed podcast that's going to, it's not just going to be about me. It's going to help people like you to expand. If you would like to expand your life, don't miss an episode in June because there's a move of God and it's coming your way. There's a breakthrough happening, so don't miss out. So guys, I want to thank you for joining me for this episode of the Account for Life podcast. Make sure you grab this book here, Living Your Life on the Next Level. You can get that book on Amazon. You can also get that book directly from me if you comment Next Level, and then I can share with you how you can get it from me. I'll send it to be a signed copy. That's why you want to get it from me. But if you just want to get it from Amazon, go grab it on Amazon. Check it out there. And you can probably get that, next day, 2-day shipping. But guys, I'm looking forward to June. I'm looking forward to expanding this kingdom concept of certainty. God bless you guys, and I'll see you on the next episode. Peace.
This has been the Account for Your Life podcast with your host, the healthy accountant himself, Jay Moore. Until next time, make it a great day.